format the operation system to save the computer. We don't have anything else left but to destroy it completely, to install it again. Stronger and more reliable this time. In our world today, neither the United States of America, the European Union, the recent shining star China, nor the remaining world can save them all by themselves. Starting from this point on, we can see that there is a single way to destroy the system: a global war. I myself, along with many other leaders in the Council, think that reconstruction of the system by different arrangements can only be realized by and after a great war. What a pity our civilization has once again come to a point of no return where war is our last chance. But this is going to be a corrective war. What is a corrective war? This is by no means a new concept. It was a definition used by the great political philosopher Rosa Luxemburg and others in the same school. It means a war which serves to destroy a degenerated and rotten system to establish a new and a stronger one. This is the war we need today. The where, when, and whose of this war has been discussed among the decision makers of this Council for a long time, along with all its details. I'm not going to take your time by telling you about the decision-making process in detail. Instead, I will emphasize the starting point, the participants, the developments, and the outcomes of it, as the core of our strategic planning is this issue. Dear members, the decision-making authority of this Council, the Supreme Council, has decided that the most appropriate scene for this creative war would be the Middle East, which has witnessed to countless battles and wars since the beginning of civilization. The fuse will be ignited in Turkey. Needless to say, this is by no means a random choice. There is no room for coincidences in our plans. In the remaining period of our meeting, I will tell you about the beginning, the development, and the consequent results of this war, and synthesize the outcomes to our starting point. The very first attack of this corrective war shall be realized by a special fraction that we have planted in the terrorist organization in northern Iraq. I will tell you this much for our new members. This Council guides and directs this special force for the last 3 years in northern Iraq. The main reason of existence of this special unit is to accomplish the attack missions that a terrorist organization cannot achieve, and to provide training and intelligence for them. This secret mission unit, made up totally from foreign mercenaries, will be utilized in a great provocative action against Turkey, acting together with the terrorist organization. I cannot explain the details right now, but it will be something similar to 9/11, targeting some of the cities in Turkey. At the second stage after this attack, Turkey will realize a huge counter-attack operation against northern Iraq, and soon after it will be uncontrollable, pulling the central Iraq government on the scene as well. The fraction of the terrorist organization that has been fighting with Iran from time to time will simultaneously attack Iran with the weapons and logistic support that we shall provide, and Tehran will be in the game as well. At the third stage, the Sunni leaders in Saudi Arabia will support the Sunni Central Iraqi government and will deploy its armed forces thanks to our connections in Saudi Arabia. At this point, there will be Turkey trying to keep its unity against Kurds, Iran, and probably Syria in the following stages of the war on one side, and on the other side, there will be Northern Iraq Kurdish government, the Central Iraq government, and Saudi Arabia supporting both the first two. Israel will soon be on the scene as a result of its polarization with Iran. The United States of America will never interfere. The function of Washington at this stage is to equalize the balance of forces. Excuse me. By supporting the Iraq Kurdish Saudi Arabian Israel coalition. Now we come to the fourth stage of the war, where China and Russia, having close relations with Iran and the region, will join the game. This will end up with the supporting superpowers confronting each other, which will lead the way to the resultant big war. At the fifth and the final stage, the United States of America, supporting the first group, and China supporting the second group, will be in hot war, which will be unavoidable. Consequently, in spite of all the discrepancies, the European Union would have nothing to do but support the United States of America. Under these circumstances, we might say that the mid-Asian Turkic republics will be in support of the other group. Therefore, the USA, European Union, Central Iraq government, Kurdistan, Arabian bloc will be in war with Russia, China, Iran, Turkey, mid-Asian Turkic republics. At the end of this very wide spectrum war, the international system established after the Second World War will totally collapse, along with all of its ideological, political, and economical components. Respectable members, as you can guess, there will be no winners and no victories in this war. The war will be terminated after it has reached its targeted and sufficient level of destruction. A ceasefire will be realized by the mediation of neutral countries, and the mutual negotiation period will start. Upon the retreat of the sides to their own soils,